We're doing more of our Posthomerica artwork here. And we're working on this Heracles picture. So there's a few things we want to do. Number one, I just want to get the sides to have an interesting situation. It might even be as simple as consolidating this, so we're going to figure that out. It looks like we also have to redraw the sides because, yeah, it looks like we burned in the background. So we're going to just redraw the sides here. As one thing, I guess. I'm not really sure why I can't get that to be straight over there, but yeah, you can see that it's not straight because of its relation to this line. There we go. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. It looks pretty good. We're going to fix up the line here. None of these extraneous little dots around the picture matter because they're going to be over black. Okay, uh-oh. We're going to take this, and we're going to do our usual thing. First, we're going to duplicate the layer and move it down. Maybe a little bit. Good. Good. Now we're going to take these 3 layers, merge them, so that that's one thing. We're going to put this where the other one used to be. Okay. I also want to do a really quick run through of the baby again, because I used the style of line work that I did on some of the other pictures where it's thinner, and it doesn't really match the aesthetic of the other ones in this picture, so we're going to work on that. But first, dang it, 180. Now let's put this here. And you know what we should do, actually? Let's delete this layer real quick. What we should do is we should have a fill layer to fit inside of here. Oh, crap. Because we're going to use that as the mask to delete other things. So we're going to fill this. Okay. Good. Now we're gonna duplicate this all around the picture. We need to make sure that we do not merge these layers though. There. Good. Now we do this a couple more times. Oop, don't want that. Okay, so we now have like a replica of what we did before. Now, we're going to take all of these apart. Okay, we have to do that individually. We can't do it like this. Then we're going to merge all 4 of these. Good. That means we're going to get rid of this. This now has the die cut for a certain aspect. Also, what is this? Whoa. Uh-oh. We gotta get off that movement tool or we're gonna get screwed. Alright, let's go back to Heracles with the lion and this tree here. It's actually the tree, not the lion. Something's going on with the background layer of this. It's not this though, what is it? You can see this like rogue line. Oh, the line is actually drawn on here, so it's not going to appear then. Good. So what I want to do for this is the following. We are going to merge these 4 together. And we're just going to erase the parts that separate them. It's going to be a very simple border. Like just sort of a frame style border. Nothing fancy. Okay. Good. Now, we got this. We have all of our line work in. The pattern looks fine. It's a little crooked, but I don't really mind. Oh, right, we wanted to fix the baby. We're going to do that before we do all this other stuff. So let's just do a couple of decisive lines. The outer lines don't really matter because they're not going to appear. Is that closer to? That's a little closer to what we want to do. Damn, the birds are chirping out there at midnight in Los Angeles. What's going on with the birds? They're singing their song. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds through the iPad mic, but they're just, it's like as if it's daytime. So we're really just thickening our line work. And we don't want to lose the character of what we had created before, so I'm trying to stay careful about leaving it so it looks the same, but it's just thicker. Okay. Again, the outlines are not going to appear, so they don't really matter. Okay, so now let's see how this looks against the black. Yeah, I think that matches better. We can A-B this by turning off this baby and turning on the old one. Yeah, so that's the old one. This is the new one. It definitely matches the line work of the other pictures a lot better. This one's more scratchy and small. This one is thicker. Good. Yeah, and you can see how the reason the outlines doesn't make any difference is because it's on black, so yeah, there's no aspect of that. It looks like we do have to fix a little bit of the fill layer here, though. I don't know how this would have changed since before. Maybe we just missed this stuff. Okay. Alright, now I think we have all the line work, everything pretty much done. There's a couple things you can only really see when you turn the background on, such as this. The fact that this leg here, let's see, where is this leg? Is it this? No, I think it's this. No, it's not this. This? Damn, I can't find it. There it is. This leg doesn't look good right up against the background like that, so we're going to take it out. Same with this. There are certain things that, like, yeah, that does depict something, but it doesn't read when you do it right up against the edge. We're also going to fix the outline here. Let's just check for other instances of that. Whoa, what's going on here? Oh, we didn't do the edge on this part. Well, that's what we're checking for. Not that we couldn't fix this later if we had to, but it's good to have everything kind of mostly locked in before we do all the destructive stuff. Oops, don't want to erase from that layer. Good. We'll fix this since we're here. And this stage is going to take a lot of doing with all of this stuff. So we're really going to, number one, we're actually going to duplicate this now that it's kind of like the line art is done. And yeah, we'll definitely duplicate it. It's doing that weird thing where it flashes. Okay, so we go through every layer and we extract. It's going to take a bit of doing, but we extract the sections from it. We delete all the extraneous stuff that doesn't show up. Now, since this is V3, it doesn't really matter, like preserving things doesn't really matter anymore. Okay. We can do it. So for this, we're going to take, what do we got here? Wow. Okay, this is all preserved. We're just going to merge this, and this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cut the shape of this from our outline layer here. And it doesn't matter if we cut it from the other layer, so that's fine. We're going to cut this shape from the outline though. Now when we put this underneath, it still looks like it's on top. Now all that's done. And this we will also combine. Now, there's stuff over here happening, but I would like to do these in order. So let's find the stag. We're going to put this. Oh, I see. The stag has to be here because it's on top of that. So let's do it in order of appearance here. So we're going to do this. We can destroy this group. Put that here. This shouldn't need any fancy footwork. Then the main lion. Take the group out. Now for this, we need to cut this from the tree layer. Cut. We also want to cut this from the tree layer. Cut. Now, we're good. This is a lot more daunting if you just think about it one layer at a time. It becomes a little bit simpler, as long as we're not trying to preserve certain elements. But at this stage, it's like we're so close to being good to go that we don't really need to worry about that kind of stuff. You know, if we ever needed to preserve something we previously did, we can go back to one of our old versions and take it in its entirety. We don't have to preserve it in this document. These are all our outlines. This is the fill. What do we got here? This is the Hydra. Hydra's got a couple things happening. And we also... Okay, so this is where it gets a little complicated because we're gonna work our way up. Okay, and take this. We will cut this from the Hydra's outline. We will also cut this from the Hydra's outline. Now we're gonna put this underneath. One layer at a time, ladies and gents. So now you can see that the hand still looks like it's above, even though it's not. Now this shouldn't affect the Hydra at all. So actually we're good to go on that as well. Now we're gonna separate this. We're gonna cut this out of the previous layer. We're going to cut this out of the previous layer. I don't think we even need to cut this one because it's just going to lay on top of it. So I think I'm just being a little extra careful with that. Good. So now we have all this stuff combined. This is him with the boar. The boar layer seems like it's already good to go. Let's just fix this real quick. Good. So we're going to merge the boar with Heracles. We're going to take this out. None of this needs to get adjusted. So we're going to combine these. Now all that stuff is one. Now this gets combined. Good. Stymphalian birds also doesn't need to be adjusted, but we do need to merge all this, so okay. We are going to cut this out of here. The bird layer obviously doesn't need to be cut out of anything. All the outlines, all the other things. Good, let's save it. It just takes a little bit of, truly thinking about what we're doing, but otherwise, pretty simple. This doesn't need to be worried about. Good. Now we got another Stymphalian bird, but with no other accoutrement. We're going to put this here. Now, we got to start doing some of these outlines. So we got this, and we got this. These three get merged. This gets destroyed. Now this, okay. Now it gets a little complicated because some of it's on top, some of it's underneath. What we're going to do, just to be safe, is we're going to... Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Hold on. This isn't part of it yet. So we're good. Should have trusted the process. All right, now you're going to cut this out of here. Everything looks good. Combine. Him with the stag, luckily is only 2 layers. Now for this, we're going to cut this out of this. That'll make it so that his club stays above the background. Yep, that's good. Now we got this. These are all just duplicated layers, right? No. Okay. Whoa. This is big time. So this is a problem for us because we made a bit of a short-sighted decision. If you turn this off, you can see some of it still has backgrounds. So we're going to need to do a little bit of extra work. But we couldn't have known really what our strategy was going to be at the time, so it's not like I'm really that mad at myself for doing it. Maybe this is the good excuse to redo some of the design work on here too. It's so ornate that it's like really hard to... It's going to be hard to duplicate that. We'll explore our options. This basically whole thing doesn't need to get redone. It's only the X's. But it's been bothering me that these squares are like skewed. So maybe it's a good chance to do that as well. Okay, let's give it a save. We'll think on it. And I guess we'll call that an episode here. We have everything done except for this last step where we would do the design again. So yeah, we'll think on that, and that's going to do it for this one, ladies and gents. We're getting close with this one, but we always knew it would be complicated because there's a lot of figures in it. So stay tuned to see what happens. I'll see you guys next time. The channel is called The Voice of Nick. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit the follow button. The book I'm working on is called Posthomerica, The Fall of Troy. It's an ancient Greek story, as you might imagine from all the Greek-style artwork we're doing. These pictures are all going to be in the illustrated edition of the book that I'm publishing. We're also working on an audiobook. You can find more details if you type !Troy in the chat. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.